Hi y'all, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about pre-orders. Not whether they're good or bad, I can be quick and clear about that. In most cases, I wouldn't recommend pre-ordering. No, what I actually want to talk about is why, on Steam, you often don't even have the option to pre-order a game. You'd think it makes sense for companies to want as much money upfront as possible, right? But instead, most of them are waiting until day one. While doing some research for this video, I came across a bunch of theories. Let me first share which ones aren't true, and why. If you want to skip straight to the point, check the timestamp in the description. First off, it's not because pre-orders have become more controversial. And it's also not because digital pre-orders don't make sense anymore, since stock isn't an issue. Pre-orders still bring in money early, which is incredibly important for devs and publishers. Maybe even more so now that development costs are higher. Then there's the theory that Steam's refund policy ruins pre-orders, because people rather just buy, so they can refund straight on launch. And that with pre-orders, people have less options to refund. But that's not true either. You can still refund pre-orders on Steam, and overall, Steam has shown that a flexible refund policy actually increased revenue for the store, because the refunded money will just be spent on other games. One theory I came across was that Valve doesn't recommend it, because buying on launch day creates more hype, and because of that, devs choose not to offer pre-orders. Sure, that might be part of it, but it's vague, isn't it? The real reason is simpler and way more logical. Steam's algorithm heavily rewards games that generate a lot of revenue on launch day. There are three key feature sections for new games. The big carousel at the top generates way more revenue than any other feature on the page. After that, you have the top sellers list, and then the first spot developers can come into is the popular new release list. If your game makes enough money right at launch, it can land in one or more of those sections, and being there means way more revenue. Pre-orders, on the other hand, don't count toward that day one boost. The money's already spent, and it won't help you get visibility when it matters most. These store sections generate millions of impressions. Steam usually has over 35 million users online. If your game lands on the front page, a ton of people will see it. And some will click and buy. If you're not on there, you're invisible. Selling a game on Steam is like rolling a snowball down a mountain. The more you sell on launch day, the bigger the ball gets. Pre-orders don't add to that momentum. They're invisible snow. Other platforms don't work like this. Yes, they have top seller lists, but their storefronts function more like retail stores. You'll see the newest releases and games you're actively searching for. They're not as organic as Steam. And that's why pre-orders make more sense on those platforms, because they actually get visibility. Many stores even have a pre-order section people browse, which Steam doesn't have at all. So that's why most games don't offer pre-orders on Steam. I hope that was clear. If anything was confusing or you've got questions, let me know in the comments. And if this video helped explain something you've always wondered about, consider giving it a like and subscribing. Let me know what other topics you'd like to see covered. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.